If you choose the armor, you'll return to your friend.
Luke was a strange man. He wore all black in the jungle and chased me around with his stupid-looking ball thing. But I liked him. He had shiny things. I like shiny things too.
Really?
The most recent episode of the Book of Boba Fett has presented a scene that may define Star Wars for years to come, and one that is splitting the fandom out of justified fear as to what it could mean exactly. For this reason, I've chosen to take a planned section of my upcoming review of this episode and place it here as well to be its own separate video. Every single major Star Wars YouTuber has made one of two predictions regarding the choice that Luke has given baby Grogu. Either he will take the Beskar Chainmail Shirt and return with the Djarin, or he will choose the lightsaber and remain with Luke for training, forsaking his attachments. This anticipation and anxiety from the fanbase has been fanned over the years due to rumors that are quickly being proven correct regarding the possibility of the Favreauverse being made separate to the sequels, specifically regarding how this plays into Luke Skywalker's fate in those movies. Some have said that if he chooses one or the other, it will determine whether or not we are in a separate or connected timeline. And I agree. However, I do not believe that Grogu will choose either the armor or the lightsaber. He will choose both.
I show you.
What?
Astonishing.
Wait, both? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Now, before I continue, I must remind you all that this is a prediction being made prior to the season finale, so I could very well be proven right or wrong here. Regardless, the reasons why I am a proponent of this outcome are sixfold. First, months prior to the show's premiere, this poster was released by Lucasfilms at Comic-Con. This poster depicts Luke holding a yellow Kyber crystal, with the disassembled parts of what we now know as Yoda's lightsaber floating above Grogu as he reaches out for it. This image was aimed to inform us of a path that Grogu will be taking, or at least half of his path. Second, the emphasis on the astromech's cockpit likewise indicates that Grogu is going to return to Djarin and ride shotgun with him, the second half of his path. Third, the events of this observation are slowly pointing to a change in the timeline. The Jedi Academy and the planet being different from their movie and comic counterparts already suggest this, as does Yoda's lightsaber still existing. Additionally, however, in the sequel timeline, Luke's first student was Leia, his sister, and his second was Ben Solo, later to become Kylo Ren, and Luke did not build his temple or assemble his Jedi Order until taking on his nephew as a student and traveling around the galaxy for a bit. And yet, the temple existed years prior to this, and Grogu is described as being Luke's first student.
It is nothing now, but will someday be a great school. Grogu will be its first student.
Fourth, Luke has changed his attire during this meeting. When training Grogu, Luke wore what appeared to be a Yakuta kimono, essentially a relaxing suit. Yet here, Luke is fully dressed with his Jedi travel clothes, which includes his double-breasted jumpsuit and Jedi robes over that. This is indicative of him suspecting what Grogu's choice is going to be. Fifth, the events of the Book of Boba Fett is pointing to a climax similar to Magnificent Seven, where a team of gunslingers all came together to defend a Mexican town from a bandit warlord. As we see later, Boba is gathering such allies and they have culminated into the following: Boba Fett himself, Fennec Shand, Black Chrysanthemum, Din Djarin, and potentially Cobb Vanth. This leaves 2 vacant spots, which I suspect are going to be filled by Luke and Grogu, bringing the total to 7. And 6, the single key lesson of this observation is this:
Sometimes the student guides the master.
What this indicates to me is that Grogu's actions are going to influence how Luke will approach the Force and the training of the Jedi. Luke already has the seeds planted that compassion and attachment are the Jedi's greatest strengths from saving his father. Now, he needs Grogu to hammer that home for him. If this happens, then we are looking at possibly the biggest retcon since the erasure of the original EU. Will it happen? No idea, but let's be honest, what we've seen so far is pointing us to that conclusion. See you Wednesday.